Hey friends, I hope you can hear me okay. My name is Holly, and if you're new here, this is a live stream for not only Small Business Saturday, but also for the Crafty Wonderland November virtual market. My name is Holly, and I am a maker and illustrator, and I live in Astoria, Oregon, which is on the northernmost part of the Oregon coast, and it's actually a beautiful day, which is kind of odd for this time of year. So today what I'll be doing is I will be showing my studio for those who haven't. Uh-oh, something's going on with Instagram. Let me look at that really quick. Oh, that's fun. Maybe I need to do both. Ah, crap. Instagram's not working. Hold, please. Let's see if we can get that working. Technical difficulties. They're so fun. Let's see. It is. Come on. Okay, well, we're going to do something else. I am going to grab, if I can remember where it is, my little phone stand, and then I'm going to zoom. It's funny how Zoom has become a verb in modern times. I'm going to grab my little phone stand, and I'm going to go live from Instagram right from my phone. So it'll be like two cameras going on. So hold please. Aha, there it is. I have this handy dandy little thing. Granted, sometimes it takes some muscle to get it just right because you have to undo all of the little joints, but it's really flexible, which is pretty neat. And then you just have to tighten it. Otherwise, the weight of the phone will make the video go down. We're probably going to do this view. Okay, let's see. Let's try putting the phone up here. Well, at least this way I'll be able to see Instagram comments because sometimes, oh, and I got to weigh it down because the phone wants to stop it. Stay. There we go. All right. Switch in view. Okay. We're going to adjust this so that way your view isn't of my phone. Okay. Okay, now we've got two things going on. I'm live on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, and for the first time, Twitch. So we'll see how that goes. Why did I decide to, go live in all these channels? Who knows? It's just because I'm extra like that. So hold please for the rest of the folks not on Instagram, but if you're on Instagram, hello. We were having technical difficulties. I am streaming from a program called StreamYard, and it wasn't talking to Instagram very nicely, which is all sorts of fun. My name is Holly, and if you're joining me for the first time, I am a maker and illustrator. My business name is Marshmuller, and I'm going to give you a studio tour of my studio in Astoria, Oregon. So first and foremost, today, actually, I'm going to adjust this really quick just so that I'm looking at the camera the same way. I'm going to move my big old light out of the way. I did try using it, and it ended up being like what we call too hot for the hot tub. All right, so my name is Holly, and today is not only Small Business Saturday. We're going to get that phone out of the way of the view. There we go. You can see my somewhat clean studio. Yes, so today is not only Small Business Saturday, but it is also Crafty Wonderland's November virtual market. So for those who don't know, usually every year I participate in both the spring and the holiday winter show that is brought to you by the ladies of Crafty Wonderland. They own two retail shops. Their downtown one in Portland is currently closed, but their Alberta location in Portland is open, and they would love, love, love your business in a very, very safe and distanced way. They also are online, and I'm going to share their website right now. It is craftywonderland.com. And for the other folks on the other streams, craftywonderland.com. And not only can you go there and shop handmade wares, and they will ship it to you as if you were shopping right there in Portland, but they will also, they're also hosting, this virtual event. And if you go to the virtual event, all of the super talented makers and illustrators and artists are all on that page. So you can just click right through and shop right at their website. So as part of the virtual event, I am offering free shipping on all orders through Monday, just because it's one fewer thing to have to pay for. And that also encourages you to, shop from more than one business at this event. So I will also be donating a percentage of sales to the Astoria Arts and Movement Center, because not only have, restaurants and travel industry, but the arts especially has been hit really hard with this pandemic. So I'm going to do what I can to help keep them afloat, just so that when this is over, which hopefully someday it will be, we'll still get to support them and they'll still be here. So that's where portion of this weekend sales are going. So where you can shop for me is on marshmueller.com. Right here. It's weird having two cameras. I'm sorry. But that's where I'll hold it a little bit. That's my website, and I have all of my goods there. And now, oh goodness, how are we going to do this with two cameras with the studio tour? I might have to like hold the phone and the laptop. This is going to be fun. All right. Experiments in technology. All right. So we've got my phone, and you guys can see me here. I'm going to flippy flip this view. All right. And we'll see how we can do this. Okay. So first and foremost, this is my sewing area. I sew with a Bernina B350. It's the Tula Pink edition, as you can see, with the super cute like plate with the birds and stuff on it. Tula Pink is one of my favorite. Here, I want to try to like slow down the computer. There we go. Tula Pink is one of my favorite fabric designers. Like she's my fave. She uses lots of colors and kind of weird stuff, which is kind of like very much like me. And as you can see, there's my very fun thread rack. I use primarily Gutermann thread, which is known for being really strong and consistent with color and just good quality, because, if you're going to use high quality fabrics, you don't want to, cheap out on thread. All right, I'm going to flip the laptop around, because then we're going to go this way because my hand is hurting. Okay, then that area right here, there we go. Sorry, guys, is where I cut out a lot of my stuff. So if I have stuff that's pre-cut and I'm not quite ready to use it, I'll put it in these bins all organized. And then I also store my zippers and ribbon and interfacing and all of that good stuff right on that little shelf right there. Moving on over. There, we're kind of getting the hang of this. Ha 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 ha. This little shelf from, well, it's not little, it's kind of huge. This little shelf from IKEA holds all of my, what I call kind of retail fabrics, meaning that I did not buy it by the bolt. And, I have smaller amounts of that yardage. So I tend to make, little limited edition products from these fabrics. And I don't really release them for wholesale, just because the yardage is so small, and I like to have lots of yardage available for retailers in case they like something and they want to buy again. And over here is the bolts of fabric. Yay! I tend to buy fabric by the bolt, and there's many reasons for this. One of them is that helps my overhead, so my costs kind of go down. The other reason is it gives retailers an opportunity to purchase a product with that fabric again and again in case it's a bestseller in their store. And that means less effort for me, because it means I only have to like shoot it once instead of like multiple times in different fabrics. So that is the bolts of fabric. And then right here, as you can see, there's my little phone holder thingy. But then this is my cutting table. I've got some things right here cut out. This is where I cut out the bulk of my stuff. I also store my stickers and some of my shipping and packaging stuff here. And then, a light. And I don't know if you can see, adjusting laptop. Sorry, guys. I swear I'm trying not to make this like Cloverfield's cinematography. But yet here we are. All right. That pillow, yes, indeed, it has Jeff Goldblum on one side. The other side has glow-in-the-dark dinosaurs. And I got that at Geek the Halls, which was one of my favorite craft shows that I hope to be able to do soon. These are my inventory bins. So when I pull orders, I can put them, I pull from right there. That's where all of my stock is. These little hearts right here are actually made from my son's 3rd grade class last year when they found out I was diagnosed with breast cancer, which I'm still in treatment for. I'm doing okay. I'm doing a lot better than last year. And I just loved seeing these hearts just because it was just a really nice gesture from my son's class. And I keep them up there as a reminder of, you know, the things to look forward to and that there's good in life and silver linings. All right, moving on over. All right. Again, this is really tough with a phone and a laptop. There's my little whiteboard. We've now started to use it for not only like custom orders or wholesale orders on my out of stocks, but also remote learning, which is fun. And then my desk, which I literally just cleaned like 20 minutes ago in a mad dash. And then that pile right there with all the pizza, that is orders that are going to be packed up to ship out. So I also do a lot of work for an agency called Lydia. I freelance for them. I help them do, you know, training with Shopify websites and Klaviyo email marketing, and it's a lot of fun. And then I also do a lot of my own admin work and my own client work right here. And then moving on over, there's some shirts that I need to sew for a friend that I've had for an embarrassingly long time. And then there's you know, some of my own art that I am slowly but surely releasing into the world. And then right here, last but not least, is my son's desk that I also literally just cleaned 30 minutes ago because it had lots of art on it, lots of little pieces of paper. All right, I'm going to bring you back over to the cutting area. And then I won't have to. There we go. Okay, that's a little easier. Let's see. Let's flip. Boop. There we go. Okay, let's see if I can adjust this to where it looks like I'm looking at one camera, even though there are 2 cameras as I hit my phone with my mount thingy. Okay, well here, I'll flip it over while I'm doing this just so you can see. It's this little like phone mount thingy, and it's got lots of like things. Well here, I'm gonna flip this over really quick. You're gonna see maybe if I can angle it right. Oh my God, this is like Cloverfield, I swear. Okay, I'm gonna adjust this thing again. While you're waiting for me to do this, you can see my shirt. It is an illustration of Ruth Bader Ginsburg's Dissent collar. I drew this on the day that I found out that she had passed away. May she rest in power. And I don't know. Yeah, it was a really tough thing to hear about. I literally was finished in chemo that day when I got the news, and it broke my heart. The woman fought 4 cancers. She fought 4 cancers. I mean, come on, she's such a badass. But she also, like, you know, suffered a really long time, and she carried the load for us for a super long time. So, you know, I wanted to draw that. It's in my shop if you search for RBG, and I also have it in an ornament. Is that better? Well, I'm still looking at 2 cameras, but yep, there we go. All right, let me find my little agenda that I wrote out because I live and die by lists. Like every day, I want to get some water really quick. Sorry. I live and die by lists. Granted, the list has to be manageable because if it's too long, then I get overwhelmed and I do nothing. I just kind of stress out about, there's so much to do, I'm not going to do anything. So I don't do anything. So I have to write out lists very small. This is literally how I function while remote learning and working as a freelancer and also being a maker. So that's how I live. I live and die by the Google Calendar and lists, manageable lists. So we've done all of the studio tour. I'm going to do a quick product show and tell. I've got my handy IKEA cart here that a lot of makers have. Okay, so if you're not familiar with my product line, I'm going to show you. So I first started out making baby items because when I was pregnant with my son, who is now 9, can you believe it? He's 9. It's crazy. I wanted a woodland animals nursery, and I was going to get it like through hell or high water. I was going to have a darned woodland animals nursery. Now, remember, this was like 10 years ago, before woodland creatures were seemingly everywhere. So, and there wasn't anything in big box stores. There was nothing. So I took a trip to Fabric Depot. May they rest in peace. Loved Fabric Depot. In fact, I was their buyer for a few years, which was a dream job. It was amazing. But I went there and I dropped a crap ton of money on fabric for my son's nursery set. And I cried in the parking lot because my husband thankfully went with me. And I cried in the parking lot because I thought I did the math just right. And oh no, it was way more than I anticipated. But it was okay. I ended up making 3 crib sheets. I made bumper pads, which, you know, you're not supposed to use anymore. And that was before I knew that they weren't necessarily safe. And I made a quilt for the first time and all of these other things. And boppy covers, which are like a curved nursing pillow that goes around your waist and makes it a little more ergonomic to nurse your babies. Because all of the boppy covers out there were like pastel jungle animals. And I was like, ugh. So that's what I did. And I really liked the pattern that I had engineered. I have like piping on the edge, and I engineered it to where the zipper was on the outside seam. And that's because a lot of the patterns out there, they had it to where the zipper went along like the middle of the pillow, which didn't make it like fully reversible. So I had to engineer my own, and it took a while and some frustration, but I managed to do it. I listed them on Etsy because that's how a lot of makers start out. And the rest is history. I've kind of expanded my line to have more items for babies, but I've also further expanded my line, especially as my kids have gotten older. And, you know, I've included things like snack and sandwich bags and so on and so forth. And recently I've started kind of putting my artwork out there. I didn't always have the confidence to put my artwork out there. I've been an illustrator for a while, but I did a lot of illustration in high school, and then I took a really long break, and then I got back into it like 3 years ago. And one of the silver linings about being in cancer treatment is it forced me to slow down because I was just go, 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 go all the time. And it's really easy to do when you are a solo entrepreneur and you're wearing all the hats and you make everything you sell, which is kind of in its own concept, kind of insane anyway. But, you know, it forced me to slow down, which was perfect because I was really burnt out. And now I've kind of slowly incorporated the things that I really enjoy doing back into it. Although I'm still struggling with that whole, you know, with that whole go, go, go. It's still a struggle, but I have to remember that slowing down helps me be more creative. And so that's what I do. Jaylee said that they placed an order. Thank you. Thank you very much for placing an order. I really appreciate it. I hope after this broadcast is done, I'll start shipping out some more orders. But yeah, so that's my product line. That's kind of my story, but I'll do some show and tell. So first up is this bib. It is made with Oregon fabric. It's got the Oregon coast. It's got the Willamette Valley. It's got the Three Sisters, Multnomah Falls, Crater Lake. It's got like all the things on all the things Oregon on it. And it's also for sale on the Built Oregon marketplace in case you wanted to shop there as well. But oh, and Crafty Wonderland has a whole bunch of these in addition to my other bridge print that it's navy blue and it has like line drawings of all of the bridges in Portland. It's really cool. And so if you go to craftywonderland.com, you'll see both of those bibs online. But yeah, so, and they just have like a plain back and a snap closure because I discovered as a parent, I hated Velcro. Like Velcro snagged in the wash. And once kids realize that like they can start pulling them off, then, you know, it's all over. That's what my kids did before I, you know, added these to my line. So those are bibs. And then I've got wet bags, which are really versatile no matter what your age. I've had people, you know, who are retired, who are buying them to go on vacation, to, you know, go to the beach, which will happen again soon. I promise it'll happen again soon. But, and also like kids going into swimming lessons, you don't want to put their wet clothes in like a plastic bag. You want to put them in this guy, and it's got a waterproof lining. Just nice and slick. And yeah, it's washer dryer friendly, which is the majority of my products are washer dryer friendly because ain't nobody got time to spot clean. All right, my next product is my diaper and wipe clutch. And I invented this because my husband didn't want to carry around my big, ginormous diaper bag, which is funny because I totally bought it in black. I didn't buy it in like a crazy like color that wasn't really his personality. I bought it in black, but it was really big, like really big. And so he was like, I don't want to carry that. So I invented this. It is a clutch and you can stuff, I think newborn size, you can cram like 6 diapers in this back pocket. And then you can use any brand of travel wipes with the exception of Kirkland Signature because it's a huge brick. You just pop it right in here and then the wipes just kind of, you just pull them out just like it's like a tissue holder, but it's for baby wipes. I actually have a friend who bought this as like her pandemic kit. So she's got like wipes in here and she's got hand sanitizer and then she's got her masks in here, which is like brilliant. So it's not necessarily just for diapers. It's kind of a multifunctional and it lasts. It lasts a really long time because you don't necessarily, bibs kind of come and go, but kids in diapers last for, from newborn until like, I want to say 3, sometimes 4, sometimes even older. And so even when my youngest stopped potty training or was done potty training and was in proper undies, we still kept one in the car with wipes and an extra pair of undies and even a pull-up just in case. And it was great. So this is a really great baby shower gift. It's got a lot of longevity. So if you're not sure, if it's been a while and you're kind of feeling guilty, oh, I didn't send them a gift, you totally can. You can totally send them a gift, even if the kid is like 1.5. Like, just do it. Just send them a gift and they'll love you forever, especially if it's something that's versatile and, it has a snap handle. But yeah, it's a really nice versatile gift that not a lot of people have in their registries because it kind of doesn't exist. All right. Next up is my stroller blanket. These are amazingly soft. They have the cotton fabric on one side and a super, super soft minky on the other. It's like unbelievably soft. One of the things I really miss about doing craft shows is having people come up to the blankets and feeling the opposite side and being like, oh, it's softer than I anticipated. So yeah, they're really fun. They're stroller size. I'm sorry, I don't make them in grown-up size. I think I would end up like quitting being a small business owner if I did, because I just can't. It's just really cumbersome if they were grown-up size. But they're pretty. They're still pretty substantial, and they wash beautifully. I've had a lot of friends who, still have theirs after years. I made a couple for my boys, long after they were stroller size, and they still have them on their bed and still snuggle with them. And then they also have the satin lining, so it's a really good sensory experience. And these are wrapped with a satin ribbon, and they're usually shipped in a pink shipping box because that's the color I have right now, but it's super fun. All right, next up are my snack and sandwich bags. Where's the sandwich size? There we go. I started making these because my oldest started kindergarten, and I was making a lunch for him every day. And I was like, oh my goodness, like so many plastic bags, the Ziploc bags for all of his snack. Oh, Brandy says that the stroller blankets can be used for the laps of people in wheelchairs too. Yes, that is a really excellent point. Thank you, Brandy. I think that's great. And so, yeah, so then these are really versatile too, in that you can put kind of whatever snacks in there. I will say that they don't necessarily hold food over like a day along the lines of keeping things fresh. So it's good for like taking it to work, taking it to school just for that day. And they've got a food safe waterproof lining. And they're, there's a couple of ways you can wash them. You can just turn it inside out and just hand wash and then just let it air dry. Or you can just kind of leave the zipper open and then you just pull the liner out a little bit and you just toss it in the washing machine. Yeah, I said washing machine. And then when you go to put it in the dryer, yes, I said the dryer, you just put it in just like this. You just kind of stuff the liner back in. I find that washing them either way just works really great. I've actually had people put them in the dishwasher, which you can do. I don't put it on my instructions on the care instructions on my website just because I know some people's dishwashers have a dry setting that's really, really hot, and I don't want anything melting. So if you have a dishwasher that's old, like mine downstairs, that doesn't really have a good drying function, you can pop these just, top rack, open it up, just put it on one of the little spindles, and it should wash up really nice for you. And then I also have it in a sandwich size. There's one of these left. I have a bunch cut out of the child. If anyone's watching The Mandalorian, yesterday's episode was so good. I'm not going to reveal anything, but there's one character in particular that I am obsessed with, and I hope that there's more of her. And I wish she had her own spin-off series. Like, I would totally watch that. But I'm not going to do any spoilers. But the child, which y'all might know about even if you don't watch it, I have it in a snack bag, and I have it in a couple of other products, but they're sold out. But on my website, you can always click the email me when available. And once I make more, it'll send you an email that'll say, hey, this is back in stock. And that goes for the majority of my items as well. So just because it's me making it. All right. Next up are burp cloths. So these were like, I think the second product that I added to my line. And it's because my kids were spitters. Goodness, they needed burp cloths. That's all I'm going to say. So the ones in the stores at the time were super, super narrow. Like they were about like narrower than, this size, which isn't really fun when you're trying to burp a baby on your shoulder. And I got really tired of changing my clothes a gazillion times a day. So these are actually technically cloth diapers. These, the white part of the burp cloth, and they're really, really absorbent. I buy the ones with the padding in the center so that they're really absorbent. So all you do is just sling it over your shoulder and look at all of that coverage. You're not going to have to change your clothes or smell like milk or formula. Like, yes. So they're a really versatile baby gift. And when they're done nursing, they can use them as like, cleaning rags. That's what I do. They're actually really absorbent cleaning rags. Okay, next up, I have zipper pouches. And I actually use mine to hold like all sorts of projects. I have a bag for all of my markers. I have a bag for all of my embroidery supplies. They'll fit, some tablets. And yeah, they're really versatile and you can put kind of whatever in them. This is a limited edition. It's cute little corgis with heart sunglasses. I just have a very, very small amount left of the corgis. And then that fabric's out of print. So that sometimes that happens with fabrics is manufacturers are like, nope, we're done. And then that means whatever yardage I have left, that's it. And there won't be any more. So with the corgis, that's definitely one of those fabrics that is very limited. So you can always search for corgi on my site and snap those up. I even have some diaper and wipe clutches at a really, really good price because I accidentally sewed the flap on upside down because I cut it upside down. So they're called the Whoops diaper wipe clutches, and you can get one for a really, really good price. Okay, next up, I want to show you one of my best-selling items this year. And it's something that kind of sparked about as a spoon flower, which is a company that prints fabric, and you can design fabric and have them print it custom. And they had a contest for cut and sew projects, meaning it's a fat quarter, so it's like 18 by 22, and you're supposed to create a project. So that's what I did. I drew a dumpster fire, which is very fitting for 2020. I mean, for me personally, last year was definitely, that's when it started. So there's an option on my site to either buy it just like this, where I make it and I stuff it just for you, or you can buy it as a little kit. So what comes in the kit is this little card that has sewing instructions with illustrated, instructions that I drew out. And then it comes with the fat quarter of Le Dumpster Fire, with instructions. And then it comes with some embroidery thread too, in case you want to embellish it. I actually had a friend who bought a whole bunch, and I was like, wow, is she going to make a whole bunch of pillows for family or friends for Christmas? No, they ended up doing, she has like a bunch of sisters, and they ended up having a Zoom craft night with the dumpster fire pillows, which was like so perfect and so cute. And I was really excited that she chose my cut and sew project as her Zoom craft night project. Okay, so now I'm going to show you some brand new things that I am so close to rolling out. I don't know if you saw when I was showing my bolts of fabric that there were a whole bunch of embroidery hoops over there, which is kind of something new. And I'm actually going to, these are coming soon as I get the instructions. And there's a few other components I'm waiting on, but I'm going to start launching embroidery kits. The first one is a dumpster fire, of course. And what it is it's basically pre-printed fabric. Here, let me grab it really quick. It is, so in the kit, you'll get the hoop, the thread, the needle, instructions, and like a stitch guide, and then also the pre-printed fabric, which is pretty neat. And then I not only did the dumpster fire, but I also did, let me show you the cloth of that one. Nope, not that one. I'm also doing an Oregon Coast Bridge series. So, of course, I started out with the bridge that's in my hometown, the Megler. And that is right here. You can see that. And I'm working on making up the sample to shoot right now. So as you can see, it's in progress. This one has some pretty basic stitches, but I just love the color. And then I also designed the Depot Bay Bridge, and more to come. But these are the three that I'll be launching with. And they're just really great for beginners or people who want like a really quick project or a gift. And yeah, they're, I really put in a lot of work for these. Like I draw out the design and then I transfer it onto cloth, which I hate doing, which is why the kits are coming with pre-printed fabric, just because you can just dive right in and start stitching. But yeah, I put it on cloth and then I test it. And I think in this case, yeah, this one was a little too crowded. So I ended up having to simplify the design a little bit. And by testing it this way, it's a really good way to really make sure that, my lines are straight and, I'm not incorporating too many details in there that'll be really hard to see. So yeah, those are the kits that will be coming soon, and it's super exciting. And I'm just waiting on some components. So, because that's one thing about kits is you can't just like fabricate it. You have to kind of wait for all the stuff to get here. So those are coming. And if you join my mailing list, you can go to my website and put your email in the annoying email pop-up. And in some cases, it'll say the annoying email pop-up, or you can sign up on the footer of my website, which is the very bottom when you scroll down. Okay, one more thing. Of course, I put these in a pile behind my laptop, which is not productive. All right. The other thing is I have stickers. It's a newer thing in my shop this year, and I just released sticker bundles. And I also have bundles of the reusable snack and sandwich bags. You save a few bucks by buying both of them if they match, and then same with the bib and the burp cloth set. I've got bundles for those. But these are stickers, and they're vinyl and they're waterproof. And let me see if I can pull together my Python-esque pack of stickers. So you'll get like 5 stickers in a pack. We've got our killer rabbit, run away. We've got our Trojan bunny. We've got our shrubbery, because it's a nice one, not too big, not too expensive. And there's much rejoicing, yay! And the holy hand grenade of Antioch. So, and then I've got some other kind of nerd themed ones like Battlestar Galactica. And then I also have a 2020 sticker pack that has, the dumpster fire, which is very apropos. It also has Regrettios. I think it does. I have to remember. I think it does. It has the RBG Descent collar. And then it also has an amabi, which is, and I'm probably butchering the pronunciation, but at the beginning of the pandemic, a lot of artists were drawing the amabi, which is a type of, it's from Japanese lore. It's a spirit that, you're supposed to put like display and in the response, like in the event of an epidemic. And that's what we're in. So the amabi has like mermaid hair, and it has 3 legs and a beak and scales. And I just really liked the colorway of how mine turned out. So it became a sticker. So does anyone have any questions or comments or hecklery? I hope I'm able to see all of the comments that are happening. I know that StreamYard sometimes wants to block some of them. So we'll see after the broadcast if there's any surprise comments. I'll try to respond to them. So, well, thanks everyone for joining. And I hope that this setup of looking at 2 cameras was okay. Thanks for hanging in there. And let me show you the links one more time. So to shop everyone that is participating in the Crafty Wonderland November virtual market, you're going to go here to craftywonderland.com. And right on their homepage, they mention the virtual market. So you can click through to any of the amazing, talented makers and artists and shop right on their website. And then mine is marshmueller.com. And I'm offering free shipping through Monday. And a percentage of the proceeds were going to go to the Astoria Arts and Movement Center. So thanks so much, guys, for joining. And have a good rest of your day and have a very safe and wonderful holiday. Thanks so much.